This is a safe space for women. I'm Olivia Otieno, music by women, hosting only women. You know, I want to thank Olga Nato for dressing me today. I'm in love with this dress. I think in the last 2 weeks, I've worn it like 3 times. This is my go-to dress.
A lovely dress.
You know what? You need to go on to SpiceFM KE because it fits really well. It feels really good. It has pockets. Right?
Essential.
It's essential. It's sachets, right? And you can hit the buffet. Yeah? You can totally rock the buffet. And no one will be the wiser. I call it minimalistic chic.
It's lovely.
What I need to work on are my bingo arms. I'm going to be doing some, tricep dips or something.
No, you're looking great, Olivia. You're looking good in that.
I'm looking for praise and admiration from
You're
you,
looking
Joy.
very good in that.
Just enjoying myself thoroughly. You too can be on 00 Direct just like Olga. You can showcase your brand. Simply drop me a DM on the IG Olivia Otieno. Yeah. My IG handle is just my name, Olivia Otieno. We'll take it from there. But clearly, I'm with a woman of many talents. The ebullient. Can I even describe you as ebullient? But I always wanted to throw it in there. Yeah, Joy Mboya is the founding executive director of the Go Down, celebrating 20 years of promoting and championing the arts, helping it take firm root in Kenya and in the region. One of the things we really want to talk about is funding, money. What's that term people like to use when something is self-sustaining? Are we as Kenyans, as artists, able to sustain ourselves through our craft? And what can we do to achieve that, Joy?
Yes, I think it's getting there. And one is recognizing that a very strong element of the arts is that it is part of our larger economy. So it is an economic sector.
Yes.
And like any sector, there's a value chain. And you need to think about how do you train people in that? What's the capacity building that happens within the value chain? What are the infrastructure that's required within the value chain? How do you market that? And then how do people consume that? How do people make money? And so what we do at the Go Down actually is train artists. We train them in business to try and think about their own life cycle and to see where are they at? And are they ready with a product or with a service that can be monetized? And this is really important because often somebody will come in with raw talent and say, I want to sing or I want to paint or whatever it is, but they're really at the very formative stages. So the idea is how do you then begin to very intentionally and strategically build yourself up to become a product or a service that can be marketed. Yes. And that's an important part of training. And then once you get that, hopefully now you enter the market. It is competitive. You figure out how you're branding yourself. You figure out how you're keeping yourself at the vanguard of all of the competition and making some money that way.
Can we get real sort of tangible, concrete information on the market, locally, regionally, globally, with regards to the kind of art that is being consumed and the commercial opportunities? Because at the end of the day, that's fantastic. But how does that actually translate? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So with regards to what you've experienced at the Go Down.
Absolutely. So if you look at it at a macro scale.
Yes.
Almost 2009, I think there was a study that was done of copyright-based industries, which is basically the creative economy or creative and cultural industries. And at that point, the measure was that these industries in Kenya alone are contributing over 5% to the GDP. Now that's huge. Because at that point, manufacturing, which we think should be a big contributor, was sitting at about 8%.
Wow.
And here was copyright-based industries contributing in that study 5%. Now, of course, when you look at the economic survey, there's a lot of information that is missing. So the economic survey places us, and this is the official government document, places us at about 2%,
yes.
which again is still not bad. So it means that there's a real opportunity. Something is happening there that is contributing to the sector.
Yes.
But if you look at an individual, you look at a visual artist, somebody like Michael Soy is a favorite. He sits at the Go Down. Michael Soy has international buyers and he has local buyers. Michael Soy is earning his livelihood purely as a visual artist. I don't think Michael's going to like me saying this, but I'll say it anyway. He drives a Mercedes.
Oh, fancy.
He's been able to buy himself a nice car and support his lifestyle.
Yes.
If you're looking at the musicians, I think these are the ones that we know the best. I mean, just look at the success of people like Sauti Soul. Look at the success of people like Nyashinsky and Nameless. Again, this is monetizing your talent, making money out of your talent. If you're looking at the fashion business, look at some of the young ones that are coming up.
Olga Nato. And
Olga Nato, absolutely.
is also very, very talented. And her work is in international boutiques. Does she not stock in Paris and in the US?
Absolutely. And look at writers. I mean, look at people like Yvonne O'War and publishing and all of this. Yeah. So they're representatives of success, of being able to turn your creativity into a business, into money, being able to earn a livelihood.
What are those people doing differently, and where can we tap into? Because, for example, you are a theatre major. Yeah, I know that you're also sitting on the board of the Kenya National Theatre. Are you still part
Currently
of?
not, no. I was in the governing council some years ago.
Of the Kenya National Theatre. So you want to be Lupita Nyong'o 2.0. Totally new build, as you described. Are there any key directions, and you say, okay, you would need to do this? Of course, Lupita went to Yale. Lupita got a US manager. Lupita maybe had financial backing and support from her parents, etc. But with regards to the Go Down and helping artists evolve from A to B, and the ones you say are raw talent, and that's great, but maybe somebody who's a little bit more established, right? Do you have grant funding workshops? Do you have casting calls through the Go Down? Like, where are the avenues where these people can find work? Where are the avenues by which these people can find sources of income, livelihoods? Yeah.
I think one is giving visibility.
Yes.
So we have platforms. If you're a visual artist, we have a platform called Manjano that we do every year.
Yes.
Which is really around you creating excellent work.
Yes.
You have a panel of judges who will select the work that will sit in that exhibition.
Yes.
And that exhibition is both a selling exhibition, but you also win a prize if you're part of the top 3.
Yes.
So you can win money and also sell your work.
Yes.
But the important thing about that is putting you in front of potential buyers and audiences who can begin to appreciate where the talent is.
Yes.
And Manjano has been great because a lot of the young talent that you're seeing today, many of them have been Manjano participants, and some of them even Manjano winners. So that's great.
Wow.
We also had another platform for musicians. This was the live gig, the Go Down gig platform.
Yes.
And here again, it's putting people on the stage so that again, you have an audience before you. They will tell you very vocally, either by dancing or not, whether they're feeling you or not.
Yes,
so again, it's providing the platforms where you can interact with potential consumers, buyers, audiences, so that you begin to gauge yourself and to see where the work is that needs to be done.
Yes.
I think the other thing that we do is to enable exchange.
Okay.
So how do you then have an opportunity to travel to, if it's South Africa, to spend some time in a residency and network over there and learn with others there and begin to build a visibility in that territory.
So the Go Down Art Center has those networks.
We have those networks, and we enable those sorts of exchanges and that kind of residency opportunity for artists. But then likewise, we also invite people to the Go Down. So in the region, because sometimes it's harder for somebody in Tanzania or Zanzibar, even Somalia, to move further afield, we say, well, Kenya is not a bad step. So recently we had... I think in total there were 30 artists from Mogadishu who came to Kenya through a program that we were running with collaborators, where they were networking with Kenyan artists, understanding what the difference is between art in Mogadishu and art in Nairobi, and where the opportunities are, and knowing that just next door you can have an opportunity as well. So it isn't always London, New York.
Yes.
It can also be next door. So we try and position and place people where the opportunities are for them.
I completely love that. Parting words, Joy, before I let you go. I'm heartbroken.
No, parting words, I think, to everybody. I think our future really is founded on our culture, on our creativity. And if we can harness this, if we can harness it by supporting those who are creative, by supporting things like the Go Down, by consuming the outputs and the services of creative people, I think we're onto a good thing. The nation will be made through our culture and creativity.
Go online, Google the Go Down Art Center. You will find a lot more information there. Like me, go and visit the space. Immerse yourself in the art. Immerse yourself in the culture. Will I be disappointed?
No, definitely not. Go online.
Joy Mboya, Executive Director of the Go Down. This is just for you. It's Annie Lennox. Sweet dreams.
Thank you.